Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Saturday, February 3rd, 2024. Today, it's a special commentary, and all Americans and YouTube and you guys at Facebook should put this out there and should not delete it or say it's harmful to the American public. It's not anti this and it's not pro that. Today's commentary is on deterrent and war and the American stupid way of thinking. 3 days, or last Sunday, 3 American servicemen were killed by, as they call them, proxies of the Iranian government. And they were in Jordan. What were 3 military persons doing in Jordan? See, the Americans, this is one of the things as an alien from another planet, and this is not being anti-American. This is just asking a question. Why do you interfere in the affairs of other things? It comes back to haunt you. In this case, it cost you 3 lives. You're helping Israel in a war that is going to be fought no matter what. It's either the annihilation of Hamas or the annihilation of the Palestinians or the Israelis. Finally, you have to find an answer to that, and you Americans don't even know what the answer is, and it's definitely not a 2-state solution. Iranians are flexing their muscle. And the Chinese want Taiwan. So see, Americans, you're in a rock in a hard place. Deterrence and war. 2 20th century terms that are not valid today. The Americans came up with the word deterrence. You guys developed the atomic bomb. And you used it against Japanese, and that wasn't a deterrence because you killed thousands of civilians in Japan. That wasn't a deterrent. Then you used it as, okay, we had the weapon and we use it as, you try to attack us, we'll use this. We have used it before. And you have. You're the only country in the world that's used it in war. Others have detonated bombs, yes, both under and overground. You created more radiation than we should have. But, well, that's your way of thinking. But deterrent, Americans. Where do you get an atomic weapon as a deterrent? You could have somebody with a crazy Hitler attitude, or you go back to Genghis Khan, or Caligula, yeah, or Nero. Heck, he burned his city just to see it burned. Oh boy. And you could have those. Can you imagine if they had atomic weapons in those days? Ooh, this earth wouldn't be around today. Atomic weapon is not a deterrent. And then you say, okay, you come up and you say to the American public with a straight face, mind you, President Biden, oh, we're working on strikes to deter them from doing this again. And then yesterday we hit 85 targets, and this will deter Iran, who says they're not interested in war. Their war? You don't know the definition of war, Americans? And you fought in some vicious wars yourselves. You fought yourselves in the Civil War that you had back in 1861 to 65. 620,000 of your ancestors gave their lives for what? Really, answer that question. For what? Neither side won. Okay? You still got the same stupid way of thinking on both sides. So what do you give 620,000 lives for what? You gave another 58,000 lives in Vietnam for what? World War II. Now that is a total war. That is the way war is. Messy, nasty, and 90 million people lost their lives. 90. That is war as it was thought in ancient times, with modern weapons, mind you, okay? What are you going to do if you have World War III? Which you are going to have because you guys want it, whether you asked for it or not. There is no such thing as a deterrent. 85 strikes is not a deterrent. It just makes the other side more hardened to get you. And eventually, war is only fought for two reasons, Americans. One, I want to annihilate you, as Hamas wants to annihilate the Israelis off the map. Two, I want to survive, as the Israelis want to stick around. Netanyahu may be considered crazy, but he's fighting war the way it should be. There's no such thing as civilians in war. Where'd you get that idea? Civilians in war. You Americans don't understand. Hey, your ancestors, remember when war started in 1861, you had people from Washington, D.C. take their picnics over there to the first battle of Bull Run. Now, what craziness is that? Do you understand me, Americans? War is only thought because somebody wants to annihilate you and somebody wants to survive. Understand that, and you understand the meaning of war. My civilization had to understand that the hard way. And the people that are going to annihilate you in 2065, we have fought 3 wars with those guys. And it's cost 175 million lives. 175 million. And 600 million of theirs. Okay? Do you understand me, Americans? This is what war is. President Biden's strike? Oh boy, that's just the top of the iceberg. But do you want the United States to survive? Do you want planet Earth to survive? Start thinking differently, or in my case, in February 22nd, 2066, I saw the last human being breathe its last breath. And billions of corpses were strewn all through this planet. Billions, people, billions. And all because of your stupid way of thinking. That's why I did not interfere. Like I told you before, my race had 37 ships around the moon. And we were told not to interfere because you guys didn't know what society was and didn't know how to handle yourselves. Therefore, you were a danger to the status quo of the galaxy. And the Mishka had a bone to pick, 70,000-year-old bone to pick with you guys. This is the favorite alien saying, tough luck, Americans. You'll never understand or comprehend what I'm saying, and you will disappear from the face of the earth. And humans will disappear from the planet Earth completely. Good day.